Do you like the Icebox Radio Theater? If so, please stay tuned after this episode for a special announcement from Jeff.
Good morning, Icebox. We're on the air. The snow is falling. Winter in all its beauty is presenting a rich tapestry outside our window. Abby? Abby?
What?
Rich tapestry of winter.
Right. Yes, it's very pretty today.
And we're doing the morning show.
And we're doing the morning show. Right. We're doing the morning show.
There she is.
Good morning, Icebox. We're on the air.
I said that already.
We'll be right back after this word from Icebox Hardware.
Or, some other sponsor.
Hi, it's Woody. Well, that hunting season was about the worst one ever. Honestly, you people can't shoot better than that. You probably just hang it up for good. Whatever you decide, I don't want to hear about it. I spent all day Saturday listening to people complain about how many bucks they missed. It's depressing, We got a whole winter ahead with nothing but ice fishing, and all you characters can talk about is failure. The wife keeps bugging me to put up an aisle of craft supplies. I might just let her do it. I'm serious. One day it'll be red wigglers and deer stink. The next day, floss. Floss and crochet hoops. I'll do it, just watch me.
Woody's Bait Shop and Guide Service on Beach Avenue in Icebox. Open alternating Tuesdays, 1 to 5.
Maybe a few of those old grandma dolls made out of shriveled apples. It's kind of like them.
Woody's! About 10 minutes past the hour on Radio Icebox, this is Cody in the studio with about 3/5 of Abby.
What?
You seem distracted.
I'm sorry, folks. It is a bit early this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot going on here at Radio Icebox. How was your Thanksgiving, Cody?
Quiet. I think I appreciate that more these days.
On holidays especially.
Grandpa broke his record, cooked the turkey in 6.5 minutes.
Do I dare ask how?
You could ask. I'm not going to answer.
Okay.
Let's just say radium was involved.
Speaking of hot stuff, is that the weather?
It is, though hot stuff is not how I would describe this forecast.
I'd settle for warm?
It is warm for November. 31 degrees, the expected high today.
Not too bad.
Showers developing into hard rain tonight, so there goes that snow we had last week.
All melted away by buckets of ice water.
Exactly. Cooling temps through the night tonight, and we should be in the mid-20s tomorrow. This may be it, folks. We may not see the good side of freezing until spring.
Well, it's 30 degrees currently at the studio, 31 up the road in International Falls. Fort Francis and Dryden are reporting 0 Celsius.
So they don't have a temperature in Canada?
You know the thing about meteorological jokes?
What?
They're not. National Weather Service is predicting widespread travel research this week as residents try to determine whether or not they can afford a trip to Florida and Christmas. Expect frustrated muttering and high credit card bills throughout the Icebox community.
15 past the hour on Radio Icebox.
Father Soul is getting ready to abandon us once again, like an earthly father heading out for cigarettes and never coming back. So it's time to get ready at Weird Sisters Floral and Garden Center. All bedding, hay, and mulch is on sale this week to make sure all of your perennials stay cozy warm this winter. Plus, we have a wide selection of tropical greenhouse plants to brighten your kitchen for the stark, white, snow glare-filled days ahead. If you want to be more proactive this winter, check out our spell catalog for mood improvers, revenge enhancers, if that's the kind of things you need to improve your mood, or for hard cases, a new hibernation spell, guaranteed to knock you out until spring, guaranteed purely theoretical. The seasons are against us, but we have all you need to fight back at Weird Sisters Floral and Garden, across from Graves Manor in Icebox.
Good morning. Time now for news headlines on Radio Icebox. This is Darcy Dondelinger reporting. Icebox City Council has voted to add another element to the annual city snow removal competition. Plowmen interested in removing snow from city property as well as streets this year will have to submit 1 long or 2 short poems to go along with the street race, essay contest, and feats of strength that traditionally have decided who receives this lucrative city contract. Several plowmen present at the meeting demanded clarification, and at least one entrant, who asked to remain anonymous, asked why the competition needed both an essay and a poetry component. As per usual, council members did not see the point of explaining the addition, and did remind the plowmen present that haiku counted as poems. Mysterious lights in the woods west of town near Graves Manor have revived concerns about the monster sighted there last year. Area children first reported seeing a huge insect-like creature with tentacles growing out of its head and ridiculously tiny bat wings last spring. At the time, it was suggested that the creature was friendly and in need of a library card. Concerned parents have lodged complaints with Icebox police, who assure everyone they are keeping a close watch on the situation. One area child claims that the light seen in the woods is just a lantern that has been loaned to the monster, and the monster is, quote, in the middle of a Harry Potter series and can't put it down, unquote. The Icebox Municipal Library and Liquor Store was unavailable for comment.
Kind of feeling mellow this morning, so why don't we slow things down with a song from just across the border in Fort Francis? It's Myron Hyrlick and Our Day.
Winter snow, 40 below. Life just ain't fair. My car won't start, I'm late again. Boss shoots me a frosty glare. I don't care to look at one more icicle. I want to ride down to the beach on my old bicycle. My deck shoes have been dried up here on shore for far too long. My mind turns to singing a Jimmy Buffett sailing song. How about you? Imagine the warm sunshine feels salt spray on our faces. I can hardly wait to get away to fun-filled, sexy places. Sail away with me, live your dream. Steady breezes, gentle waves. Tropical moonshines on the bay. Where every month is like a hot July. Every night's a Friday night. Every day is Saturday. And it's our day. No need to say it's a matter of fact. I could go alone, it's true. But between you and me, it's a natural fact. I'd really rather be with you. So toss away your PDA, your laptop, and your cell. When you get sand in them, they don't work so well. Leave behind all the paperwork, fill the old recycle bin. Kick your stress, life's too short, come to Mexico again. Sail away with me, live your dreams, steady breezes, gentle waves. Tropical moonshines on the bay. Where every month is like a hot July. Every night's a Friday night. Every day is Saturday. And it's alright. Just another perfect day in paradise. And it's our day has come. And it's our day has come. And it's our day.
There you are.
I'm sorry.
Are you all right?
No, I'm not all right. Why would you ask such a thing?
Sorry.
Ugh, I'm sorry, too. That was about the worst morning show I ever did.
I shouldn't have let you do it.
No, It was good to work, or at least try and work. We really messed things up, didn't we?
What do you mean?
Last year, Major's experiments, the ducks, Mr. Rogers, everything. We must have really, really messed something up.
Not necessarily.
Cody, my head is in a vegetable crisper, and another version of me is doing online radio with JJ in England. That's at least 3 versions of me kicking around the universe. Don't you think that smacks a little bit of interdimensional trauma?
Well, yes. I'm sorry we didn't tell you sooner.
You should be. I don't know what I hate worse, the head or the fact that you kept it from me.
Cut us some slack. I was practically under orders from Sam to keep it quiet.
Well, let's think about this logically.
Is that really possible?
Let me think. What would cause multiple versions of one person to occur in one place?
Cloning?
No.
Why not?
Because it's a whole new subplot we don't have time for.
Fair point. Okay. Theoretically, traveling back and forth between dimensions could cause this.
How so?
The infinite universes theory suggests there are an infinite number of Abbeys. Some of them just got into our dimension. Somehow.
We did have a lot of rifts opening last year. But why would only Abbeys come through? Why not everyone?
Not sure. And the head in the freezer was not new. The state forensics guy said it had been wrapped up like that for months.
Oh, that gives me the creeps.
Yeah.
So, do you think there's something wrong with me?
What do you mean?
Why me? Why am I coming into this dimension? And are there more of me kicking around somewhere?
I'm having a hard time formulating anything like a logical theory here. And Grandpa and I have been going around and around it ever since we realized the head was you.
What are you saying?
I'm saying we need help. We just don't know enough to make sense of anything. We need Jennifer.
What makes you think she knows anything?
It's always a good bet to assume Jennifer knows something. Trust me.
Okay, well, I guess we have to tell her.
Hello?
In here.
Were you expecting Grandpa?
No, were you?
Oh, good. You're both here.
Have you been running?
Jogging, more like. Had to get down here quickly to warn you.
About what?
I think we're in trouble. Jennifer marched into Sam's office and slammed the door. I heard ailing.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't hear everything, but I caught the gist. She found the Ringmaster.
She did?
Yes.
Why is the Ringmaster a problem?
Oh, he isn't. The fact that all of us told her no one had traveled here from another dimension is.
So she's mad at Sam?
Oh, she's mad at all of us. She just went to Sam first. We all told her no one had traveled here from another dimension, and we didn't mention the Ringmaster.
Well, to be fair, he didn't really travel here. He just ended up inside a body from another dimension.
Do you want to explain that to Jennifer?
No, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to.
We've got a bigger problem.
Oh, if I had a nickel.
Cody and I were just talking, and we think someone else traveled here from another dimension.
What makes you say that?
Well, for one thing, the head in the crisper.
Oh, I know what you're thinking. And you should relax. I have some theories.
Theories that don't include interdimensional travel?
No, but they do free us from all responsibility.
I'll take it. We need to start sorting this out before we deal with that other thing.
What other thing?
You haven't told him?
No, I haven't.
Told me what?
Cody made a discovery. Do you still have that recording?
Of course. Grandpa, we need to play you something.
All right.
And that concludes Poetry Corner for this week. Looks like my partner is back from his walk and ready with the news.
When did
First,
we
some
start
community
doing
announcements.
Poetry Corner
There will
again?
be a white
We
elephant
didn't.
sale to benefit youth sports
This
and
recording was
foundations
taken
next
off the
Wednesday at
internet.
8 p.m.
It
Donations
originated
are still
in
being
England.
accepted.
All right,
Phone
but
370-370.
well, I mean,
Now,
that's
here's Roger
you,
with the news.
isn't it?
Roger. Cody says so. Honestly, I didn't think I sounded like that.
It's definitely her. But keep listening.
Society in regard to young skateboarders
JJ.
molesting the structure.
Exactly.
Several ideas-
JJ and Abby are together.
several ideas
Yes.
for containing
In
the enthusiasm
England?
have been
Yes.
floated by members of
A little
the
town called Herne Bay.
Council
You're
on
sure?
demanding
Not really.
However, meeting will
but I can't think of another explanation.
But, Cody, that means there are 2 Abbeys in this dimension.
3 if you count the head and the crisper.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about her. It's the living ones you need to be concerned with.
Paradox?
Oh, exactly.
This again?
Paradox is a long-standing concern with time travel. What if you travel back or forward in time and meet yourself? What would happen?
I give up. What would happen?
Nobody knows. It's never happened.
Except maybe now.
But because we really don't understand the fabric of space and time, we really don't know what would happen.
Oh, there have been theories about spontaneous supernovas leading to a cascade effect, collapsing the entire universe, but all that seems pretty unlikely.
Not that I'm asking for trouble, but why is it unlikely?
Well, for one thing, we appear to have 2 Abbeys in this dimension, and we're all fine.
Somehow that's not very encouraging.
Are you all right?
I don't know. I've been fighting a flu bug or something, and now I just don't know.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Oh, in here, Doctor. Join the party.
Oh, my goodness. What's going on here?
Exposition for the audience.
What?
Never mind. What can we do for you?
You have to help. The Ringmaster is terrified.
Oh, he is?
Yes. Why do you sound surprised?
Well, he's a tentacle insect the size of an elephant. I don't think of him as the fearful type.
Nor I. But he's up against a force of nature this time. And he's terrified he's going to be dissected.
Let me guess. Jennifer.
Exactly. That woman has found him and tried to arrest him.
She did? Is she okay?
Is she okay? Ringmaster's absolutely out of his wits. He's sure she's going to take him to some government lair and dissect him.
Did she say she was going to do that?
Well, no. But it stands to reason.
Okay, everyone slow down a minute. Dr. Graves.
Yes?
What exactly happened? How did Jennifer find the Ringmaster?
She was in the woods, apparently, doing something with those public radio people.
Oh, wait, did they see the Ringmaster?
The radio people? I don't know. I don't believe so.
Go on. She saw him.
He recognized her and came out of the woods. That public radio producer fled in terror, but Jennifer stayed. They spoke, and she was upset. He became worried and fled.
Did she follow?
No. He came straight to my house. He's hiding in my basement right now.
Okay. I know what we have to do.
What?
Come on, everybody. We need to go to Dr. Graves' basement because I need to have a talk with my girlfriend.
Why?
Radio Icebox will return right after this. It can be in the sound of the orchestra preparing, or in the sound of a sculptor working in stone, or even in the sound of laughter from inside a theater. It is the sound of art being created, and for over 3 decades, the sound of art being created has rung loud and clear in northeastern Minnesota. The Arrowhead Regional Arts Council has been encouraging local arts development in northeastern Minnesota through grants and services for over 35 years. Every year, they give out more than $500,000 to local artists and arts organizations, and that helps create $40 million in revenue and jobs created. To find out more about our arts programs or how you can get involved, visit aracouncil.org. The Arrowhead Regional Arts Council, where the arts flourish, you thrive.
I know what we have to do.
What?
Come on, everybody. We need to go to Dr. Graves' basement because I need to have a talk with my girlfriend.
Why?
Because we have to have this out.
I agree.
Are you angry?
Why would I be angry?
So you're not angry.
Of course I'm angry!
Sorry. I'm sorry I lied to you.
That's not what bothers me.
It isn't?
If lying inside a relationship bothers me, I'd be quite the hypocrite.
Well, that's progressive of you.
What bothers me is all of you lied. All of you. You told me that nothing had traveled to this dimension, and that was not true.
We were just trying to protect the Ringmaster.
I understand that. But I can't do my job without good information.
Hang on. Dr. Graves?
Yes?
Could we possibly lose the sound effects?
Oh, of course. Pardon me.
Thank you.
Honestly, I forget I have them on most days.
Now, we're sorry.
We're very sorry.
And we promise not to do that ever again.
Why did you do it in the first place?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure we really lied.
That's part of the reason why we came to Dr. Graves' basement.
I was wondering about that.
You should probably turn around slowly.
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Have you been in the shadows this whole time?
Apparently, I possess the ability to blend into my surroundings like an octopus.
I lose him in the sitting room sometimes.
Great.
Jennifer, listen to the Ringmaster's story. What happened was not his fault, and we only bent the truth to protect him.
There's a story?
Yes, I had been projecting into this dimension from the prison rock to play chess with Dr. Graves. One of those ducks appeared one day, and after that I realized I was no longer a projection. I had come into a body.
We're not quite sure what happened, but it seems like this body jumped through a rift right into him.
The body jumped through a rift.
Like I say, we don't really understand what happened.
1 minute I was a ghost, the next I was this.
And what is this exactly?
We're not sure. Some kind of creature from another dimension? Probably.
But the point is, when you asked if anything had traveled here from another dimension, we really didn't know the answer. Something traveled here, but was it a body without a spirit? Or an empty shell? Or something we didn't know?
And you didn't think it wise to tell me that Dr. Graves had an interdimensional hellbeast in his basement?
We didn't know how you'd react.
What?
If I may, we never know much about you, Jennifer. You are a mystery, wrapped up inside an enigma. If we'd told you about the Ringmaster's new form, how could we be sure you wouldn't take him to some lab?
And dissect me.
Yes.
I'd never do that.
Could you guarantee your superiors wouldn't?
You still should have told me.
Well, you know now.
And some of us are very interested to know what you are going to do next.
Nothing.
Nothing?
My current assignment is a little vague. Mostly, I'm just supposed to keep those radio people out of trouble.
Then why did you send them into the woods after me?
I didn't know you were there, remember? I thought I was sending them on some wild goose chase.
Why are you, a super spy, babysitting public radio reporters?
Okay, I will tell you all that I can, but it can't leave this room. Got it?
Yes.
There are people above me a little concerned about our new commander-in-chief's use of the reporters as domestic spies. I'm kind of unofficially under orders to keep Ned and Diana away from, well, everything.
Is that why you brought them here?
In a word, yes. I pitched JJ's disappearance as a news story, and Diana went for it.
But you had to have known what bringing them here meant. What if they found out something about, everything?
I can handle them.
But what if they...
Sparky, I can handle them. Having them here was better than having them investigating political opponents, party officials, digging dirt up on whoever.
The president would really do that?
Are you seriously asking that question?
I see. Well, I have a suggestion.
Yes?
If you want these radio reporters to be safely out of the way, and we don't want them to know anything about anything that's happened here in town, we really need to work together.
I guess I see that.
So we're together?
We always were.
And no one is going to be dissected.
This is my promise to you, hideous space octopus. No one will cut you up on my watch.
Fine. Perhaps I could help with our reporter friends.
Just keep rattling bushes when they're around. That'll be plenty.
Well, I feel as if, for the first time in weeks, we finally have everything under control.
It's in here.
This is breaking and entering.
You wanted to work with the new regime. This is a part of the program now.
I don't like it.
Oh my, would you look at this?
It's a computer.
It's a computer running... It looks almost like Linux, but not quite. I think that Cody kid actually wrote this OS himself.
I want to talk to him some more.
Me too. I think I'm a fan.
Hey, Nerdy Ned.
Don't call me that.
You broke into the radio studio for a reason. What was it?
A hunch. this kid knows something.
Obviously. I think everyone in town knows something. The question is how to get them to talk.
You're sounding more and more like a spy every day. Aha!
What? Aha.
He might write his own software, but he doesn't have much in the way of security on here.
Oh, you're in?
Yeah? His password was 11235813. Can you imagine?
Let's say that I can and move on.
Okay. The file structure looks about what you'd expect for a production computer.
You're not gonna dig through all the files just hoping to find something, are you?
Of course not. Maybe. I don't know.
Here.
Hey!
Let the reporter do some work. Start with something simple. Search for Jasper's name.
Look for JJ. They always called him that.
Right. Okay. Plenty of files, but most of them look like recordings by him back before he disappeared. That's what I thought. Just archive stuff.
We can't go through them all. We shouldn't be here that long.
Where is everybody anyway? And where's Jennifer?
Haven't seen her all day. What are you doing now?
Checking his browser history.
Why?
Everyone checks browser history.
I don't.
Well, everyone who's ever had a boyfriend checks browser history. Hey, this is interesting.
What is it?
He was spending time on radio.garden.
Oh, don't even bring those people up. Streams.
It's the future, Ned.
It's the enemy. Radio without transmitters, no regulation at all. Edwin Armstrong will be spinning in his grave.
Who's Edwin Armstrong?
But
Ned.
I can't believe you don't know who Edwin Armstrong is.
Oh, Ned, do you hear this?
The most misunderstood genius of our time. He makes Edison look like a slow child. He makes Tesla look concussed.
Ned!
What? Ow!
Listen.
You hit me.
Listen to the voice.
will provide
Wait.
a fascinating insight into the birds that
Is that
regularly
live?
visit
It
our
is
garden,
indeed.
where they come
That
from,
is a live
different
voice
types of
coming
behavior,
from
and how to
Herne Bay,
recognize
England.
them.
It's
Noreen will
Jasper.
also
You
discuss
bet your
which
ass it
species are in
is.
decline.
Come on.
What? Where are you going?
Remember when we got assigned to head to a certain Middle Eastern republic to cover their election scandal, and then the local sheik started executing Western journalists?
Yes?
Well, given the circumstances, nobody in the office thought to ask for the travel vouchers back.
You mean?
That's right. We got plane fare. We're going to England to talk to this Jasper guy once and for all.
What about Jennifer?
Does she have any of the gear?
No, it's all in the rental.
Forget her. She was never part of the team, Nedly. It's just you and me again.
Just like it's supposed to be.
Oh, let's go.
Happy?
Very. A little cold, though.
Here, you can have my coat.
I already have a coat. And a scarf. And why don't you need a coat?
Why would I need a coat?
We're sitting by the lake, and it's November. Snowflakes are falling.
Yeah, I messed up the weather. I was pretty sure it was going to be rain. Not the only thing I messed up. Sorry.
I understand. Divided loyalty.
What?
Divided loyalty. Your loyalty is divided between your friends and us.
I'm glad you understand.
I more than understand. I'm right there with you.
The job?
Mm-hmm. It's not supposed to be like this.
It isn't?
Not for me. Relationships are difficult when you're in my line of work.
Did you ever try before us?
Oh, no. Like I said, they're difficult. I didn't want to take the risk.
I hope I'm not too much trouble.
You're enough.
What?
Don't get me wrong. It's not you. It's your existence. The fact that I'm in a relationship means that the enemy has a way to get to me. The thinking goes that the perfect spy is nobody, resembles no one, connected to no one. And you know how you become a nobody?
Student loans?
You become a nobody when nobody cares about you. I'm not a nobody anymore.
Sorry I interfered with your career path.
It's okay, Sparky. It just means I get cushy domestic assignments like this one and stay close to you. What the hell?
What is it?
It's a tracer I put on Diana and Nedly. They're on the move.
You planted ID chips beneath their skin and have been keeping track of their every movement by way of super-secret government satellites?
No. I got it at the App Store.
Oh. You know, in some ways, modern technology leads to a lot of disappointment.
The app hasn't pinged them because their phones haven't been on.
No one's phone works in Icebox. Always strange that yours does.
My service provider is a little more thorough.
Uh-huh.
Their phones are on, and they have service.
They're not in town, then. How accurate is that map?
It's just commercially available software, so it's way off. Probably 3 or 10 meters.
I'd hate to see what you call exact. Let's see. Uh-oh.
What uh-oh?
If this map is accurate, they're at the airport in International Falls.
They are?
Uh-huh. Oh, no, wait. They're moving.
They're moving fast. No.
Diana's phone just went off.
They're on a plane. Damn it. Why didn't I see this coming?
They've left?
When's the next flight? I've got to catch up to them.
There are only 2 flights a day out of that airport. The next one's at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Damn it. I can't. I don't...
Come on.
Where?
We know where they're going first. Jennifer, every flight out of the falls goes to Minneapolis, St. Paul.
But from there, they can go anywhere.
The flight takes just under an hour. The drive is around 5. I can get us there in 4.
That gives them a 3-hour head start.
Public radio flies commercial, right?
Yes.
They might have a layover. We could still catch them at the airport. Come on.
This has been Radio Icebox Season 3, Episode 3, Lies and Paradoxes. Starring Cody Boyer as Cody, Tom Bement was Major, Aela Mackintosh as Abby, Douglas Skrief portrayed Dr. Graves, Scotta Turner was Jennifer, Justin Kapla played the Ringmaster, Beth Lowthian was Diana, and Caleb Silvers was Nedly. Other voices provided by the talented cast, direction and post-production by Jeffrey Adams. Some sound effects from the Freesound Project at freesound.org. Music by the wonderful Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. The song this week was Our Day by Myron Howerlick. For a copy of Myron's latest album, contact us at iceboxradio.org. Radio Icebox Season 3 is made possible in part by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Arrowhead Regional Arts Council, thanks to appropriations from the Minnesota State Legislature's General and Arts and Cultural Heritage Funds. We have the greatest fans in the world, but we'd like the chance to share our plays with more people, and to do that, we need your help. Sharing episode announcements on Facebook is one of the best ways for a podcast to gain new listeners. There's no advertising better than hearing about a show from a friend, so we're asking our friends to do us a small favor. As Radio Icebox launches Season 3 this week, we're asking each listener to take the following pledge. I promise to share at least 3 episodes of the IBRT on Facebook this year. That's it. This is not a fundraiser or a membership drive. It's just a request for a tiny bit of your time. When a new podcast episode drops, an announcement automatically appears on our Facebook page. Just find that announcement, hit share, and you're done. Remember, everyone's Facebook wall is different, and just because we post on our page doesn't mean your friends will see it. Share that post and your friends, which might have never heard of the IBRT, will find out about us. Share the post on their walls where a new group of people will see it, and so on and so on. Please, only share episode announcements for Radio Icebox, Frozen Frights, or Tales from the Rack. Don't bother people with the standard tweets or CRISPR stuff. Episode announcements are always near the top of the feed at the Icebox Radio Theater's Facebook page or Facebook group. With your help, this will be the best season ever at Radio Icebox. Thanks for your time, and keep listening.